Hi, my name is Ramona Pickett, and this is week 6 of MHA 599 Capstone, leading the organization through change. In week 1, I created a mental health awareness center that also did assessments in the small town of Kent Island. I chose Kent Island because it was right over the Bay Bridge, and as people travel to the East Coast from Maryland, they travel this bridge, and there have been many mishaps over the years. So, having an assessment center and a wellness center in that vicinity is a good idea to support those that are traveling and do not have access to their local therapist. In week 2, I created a diagram or a blueprint of the assessment center slash wellness center, which consists of 2 areas for psychological testing, 2 rooms for therapy, a room for groups, a conference room, a high tech receptionist area, and also a break area and waiting area that are part of the establishment. There is a room off from the conference center that can be converted to a room for a psychiatrist, or if at some point we need to use it for some type of triage, we can do that at a later date. But for right now, the assessment center, wellness center, is for those purposes. There are some wellness centers in Kent Island already. However, they are limited to what type of insurances that they accept. Most of them are private insurance only, or they are self-pay. So the center that we're erecting will allow those that have medical assistance or state insurance to use the services, as well as those that have private insurance and who are willing to self-pay. So this is an asset for the community. I saw statistically that people are driving from the Eastern Shore to Baltimore to seek services because of the limited services for those that have medical assistance, which pushed the efforts to open a center about midway to service those clients. In week 4, I concentrated more on who we're going to hire, what the positions are, what they're going to do. The CEO of the facility is also a therapist and can do assessments, which makes hiring extra people to do that position not necessary. So we have 2 PhDs or PSDs, whichever ones work, and an additional therapist that can see at least 30 clients a week. We also and can also do groups. The office manager also serves as the clinical director, so she or he will be able to take on projects upcoming, can work on marketing and onboarding of new clinicians, those types of things, and will serve as back help for the receptionist. Our receptionist will do intakes, will do help with billing. All employees will be proficient in our electronic health records, and the Billing is done by a third party, so that is not something that we have to be controlling all the time. Week 5 was a week that um, week 5 consisted of creating a analysis of the prosperity of the organization, what goals and projects would be needed to sustain the company, some marketing strategies, as well as cost for utilities, for the whole accounting spreadsheet almost of projected cost for monthly, including salaries, and whether or not what we were doing would be sustainable. It was decided that the majority of the new hires would bring their following with them, so we're not pressed in the beginning to have new clients. We can build, but we don't have to rush the building process. So this is week 6, and week 6 is interesting because I am working on my situation background assessment and recommendation proposal, which is a marketing strategy to incorporate utilizing the bridge itself, the Bay Bridge that um, is crossed to come to Kent Island or leaving from Kent Island, and just the traffic and the accidents and the stress that comes along with it. Um, Using those things as ways to be of assistance to first responders when necessary, for those that have anxiety with crossing the bridge, and to be of help for those that have experienced, um, unfortunately, seeing tragedies of fatalities on that bridge. We want to be there if someone is having a rough time. Um, and to be able to triage that as necessary. So we're going to create an on call so that we are the first that the first responders and the Maryland Transportation Administration for the for not Chesapeake Bay, but for the Bay Bridge to call. So this has been a journey that I really enjoyed. Looking forward to seeing some of these things come to pass. If not at this center, then at another one shortly. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day.